The beautiful thing about work with Advocate is they have the background, they have the data of where numbers should be, at least fall into some range, and gives that client the comfort to move ahead. Or if they see something that's out of line, that's not in realm of what the norms are, they're quick to point that out. We make corrections, and it only benefits the client.
I think there's so many people that are intimidated by the building process that need a mediator or an advocate, for lack of a better term, because that's a pretty good one, for people to feel like they're being introduced and that they are hiring the right people to do a project that's probably going to be the biggest investment of their lives and by far their most personal investment. Our experience with Advocate was really unique in the fact that it was the first time we've seen a client have so much faith and trust in the process from the perspective of having someone that they know has vetted contractors, designers, and subcontractors to the degree that they felt the process was very fluid and they didn't have to second guess every step of the process.
Oftentimes we do competitive bidding against other general contractors. The great thing when Advocate is involved in the pre-construction is they ensure that we're all bidding apples to apples, that the details are bid properly, everyone's bidding the same materials, the same finishes, and it really puts us in a competitive advantage against other general contractors. That's a great thing that Advocate brings to the table and really helps the client so they know what they're getting when proposals are presented to them. Oftentimes builders can be put off by the mere mention of an owner's rep. That is not what Advocate is. Not only do they represent the client, but they have a real deep understanding of what construction is, how projects go together, and how costing and pricing goes together. So they are at a completely different level from what we consider an owner's rep.
The benefits of having Advocate on the project were to help all the parties communicate in a way that would come up with results much quicker and much more efficiently than if we were trying to coordinate those different consultants and homeowners on our own. They've got methods and means that they utilize to keep track of everyone and to make sure no one's left holding the ball on any major decisions without being accountable for them and to help them understand that things needed to be decided upon in order to move forward. I would say the biggest advantage to having Advocate on the project is just an overall different or higher level of communication and trust that is brought to the table for everyone involved by having someone who only has the homeowner's best interest in mind, and they know they can rely upon that to have the appropriate and most beneficial decisions made throughout the process.
It's really beneficial to have Advocate involved in these projects that we do. They act as that intermediary. They act as that neutral voice, that go-between between client and builder. There's a checks and balance. Whether it be cost, a building schedule, a detail, they're always that voice that brings it together and keeps everybody on the same page and on the same team.
I would say Advocate is very fair and very firm with both the builder and the client, which is kind of needed in this format so that everyone can stay on track. And it's very beneficial to have them guide all parties to quicker decisions and quicker results.
I think it's very beneficial and important to have Advocate on the team. They really pull together the builder, the architect, the owner, interior designers, all it's a cohesive team to make these very complicated high-end projects come to life.